Township Stadium in Delta. That's more like a home game for Bayelsa Queens, if you ask me.
I think so, too.
All right, but it doesn't matter. I hope the girls from Kogi State can go all the way and try to get something out of that one. Nasarawa Amazons will be taking on Sunshine Queens. That will be in Enugu, Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium in Enugu. And of course, these games as well will be played on Wednesday, August 19, 2015. That's the next Wednesday. All right, so we'll keep our eyes on those games and find out exactly which teams will be going, qualifying for the final of the 2015 Federation Cup. We are waiting for the NFF to announce to us the date for the final. We know it's Lagos, Teslim Balogun Stadium, but we still do not know when it will be played. All right, so I'm sure the NFF will be announcing to us very soon where those games, when the finals of the 2015 Federation Cup, the finals, I mean men and women, will be played, the date that these finals will be played. Talking about the Federation Cup, the matches scheduled for Wednesday involving these 4 teams in the semifinals have been rescheduled by the League Management Company. All right, because next Wednesday we are going to be having March Day 24. This weekend we are going to be having March Day 23. Next Wednesday we are going to be having March Day 24. But all those teams in the semifinals will be excluded. So their games have been rescheduled by the League Management Company. Today, before we wrap up this segment, what was the story? The League Management Company and efforts to make sure that teams begin to pay attention to their feeder teams and are able to also graduate players from these feeder teams into their main squad. Sunshine, Wiki Tourist, Enyimba, Outland of Owerri, look like they are doing some things right.
Yeah, well, what happens is that the LMC have a rule, a standing rule actually, that allows any Premier League club to have at least a space for at least 5 players who are below the age of 21 in their squad. They're also allowed to give them squad numbers from, I think, 36 to 40. But this follows in line with what obtains, for example, in the English Premier League. In the English Premier League, you can register a squad of 25 players above the age of 21. But if you have players who are exceedingly talented and who are below the age of 21, they can form part of your main squad, but don't necessarily have to be registered. For example, Raheem Sterling, who was in Liverpool, is below the age of 21. He was 19 last season. Jordan Ibe as well. They were part of Liverpool's main squad, but they were not registered within the main squad as well. And that is what the League Management Company and the NFA are trying to do, trying to ensure that many of these clubs look within their means.
And it's a lot cheaper for the clubs to do that.
Try to develop these players to come up through the ranks and so they can play for the first team. And that is why a lot of these players seem to have a stake in the team. I mean, you are discovered by the club, you are nurtured by the club, you played your first team game for the club, then maybe you move on to the club, to another club with the club's blessing. When they see you as an asset, they see you rise through the ranks. Even the fans can identify with you as one of our own. And that is what the LMC are trying to do. And cumulatively, Sunshine Stars, Wiki Tourist, and Hardland, and Eyimba, I think they had like 11 players who have
between them
who have graduated from the I think there's an interesting one. A certain Brown, I think.
Okay. Who scored his first goal?
Best Brown for
debut goal for Eyimba against Aqua United.
Yeah, Brown. That's I can't remember his first name. His mother is Nigerian, his father is Liberian. He's actually 18 years old, and he's registered for Eyimba as well. Also, there's also Aziz Ikana.
Aloy Brown.
Yeah. Thank you, Aloy Brown, who is part Nigerian, part Liberian. There's Aziz Ikana, son of Kadiri Ikana.
From Sunshine.
As well. So, I mean, it's brilliant.
Is this going to be maybe the foundation for us to begin to take feeder teams more seriously? Because that's one issue that I think the clubs are not taking advantage of. There is a provision from the League Management Company that if you have a functional feeder team, there are some amounts of money that you can get from the League Management Company, but none of the clubs are activating that part of the arrangement.
You know, we've always had arguments in the past as to whether, you know, a person could be 17, 18, 19, 20.
And play in our league.
And play in the league. And this helps. You know, you have some, you know, a number that you can put in your team. I think it's also in the provision that you could change at any time. And now young players can really develop. And also it helps us with tracking the age of some of these players. You know, the benefits of all of these things, you know, many. And it will make the clubs look at, you know,
cheaper alternative sources of young players instead of buying an established player for 10 million.
We were in a place 2 weeks ago. I don't want to mention the name of the person who said it. He was accusing his club of not being willing to use young players and always
struggling.
And he kept on telling us, look at the result, look at the result. These guys are too old.
The young boys are pushing our team 4-0.
And the young boys are beating us. Put the young boys in the team, and you know, this helps.
That's the way to go. Niger to know those feeders.
Playing up.
Their feeder team, they played up all the way to
and the main team crashed out a long time ago.
To the quarterfinal.
And the main team crashed out a long time ago. But I think there's a clause that can be activated with the league management company where you can get some money for your feeder team if you have a functional one.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that's the way to go, really, for these clubs to set up proper youth teams and be able to activate some of these resources.
And if you're able to nurture these guys, some of them can hand you big money.
And on its own, even the youth teams can form a major part of our football in terms of playing, organizing a league.
For them?
For them. All right?
Scouting for coaches, for national team coaches will be easier?
Easier. Even having on 8-grade teams will be a lot easier. You can imagine the Awoni East if they were playing in Kwara feeders, for example. The Yanacho was playing for Atlant feeders. You know, it will be a lot easier for you to have that philosophy of football, and then it goes seamlessly. But I'm sure that we started the process now. I hope we can build on it going forward and be able to achieve the kind of results that we want for our football. Guys, I must thank you so much for your time on the show tonight. Yemi is staying, but Tunde is taking a leave. I'm not sure we're going to see you tomorrow, Tunde. You like your Fridays. This guy loves his Fridays. He doesn't joke with it.
Unless you want me to come here.
Friday starts very early. Oh, no. Anyway, we'll see you on Monday. It's okay. It's okay. We'll see you on Monday. All right. So we'll go on a quick break now. During the break, let's bring you some highlights from the ongoing DSTV Premier Basketball League Final 8 currently going on. The best 8 teams in Nigeria are in Lagos. We're down now to the final 2. Femi Adefeso will be in to talk to us about all of it, the D Tigers, and a whole lot more around our basketball after this time out.